In the heart of ancient Arabia, when the world was lost in shadows of ignorance, a man was born whose light would shine for generations. A man of wealth and wisdom, yet humble and pure. He was Uthman ibn Affan, the man of two lights, the third Caliph of Islam and one of the 10 promised paradise. Born into the noble clan of Banu Umayyad, Uthman grew up surrounded by dignity and honor. He was known for his modesty, kindness, and truthfulness, a man who never lied, never raised his voice, and whose face was always calm. He mastered the art of trade and became one of the richest men in Mecca, but his wealth never owned him. His heart belonged to something higher. One day, his dear friend Abu Bakr as-Siddiq spoke to him about a message of one God, of mercy and truth. Uthman listened, and when he heard the words of the Quran for the first time, his heart trembled with light. Without hesitation, he said, "By Allah, I believe in this truth." He became one of the earliest Muslims, one of the first to bring his wealth, his name, and his soul to Islam. For his faith, Uthman was persecuted, mocked, and boycotted, yet he remained patient. He was among those who migrated twice, first to Abyssinia seeking safety, then to the blessed city of Medina beside the Prophet, peace be upon him. Each journey was a step closer to Allah and a step farther from worldly comfort. From Allah came an honor no man ever received. The Prophet, peace be upon him, married his daughter Ruqayyah to Uthman. When she passed away, the Prophet gave him his second daughter, Kulthum. And so he was called Dhul-Nurayn, the man of two lights. This unique connection to the Prophet's family was a testament to his noble character and unwavering devotion. His generosity was like a river that never dried. When the Muslims of Medina suffered from thirst, the only sweet water well, the well of Ruma, belonged to a man who sold its water at a high price. Uthman bought it and made it free for all, a charity that quenches thirst to this very day. When the Prophet called for donations to equip the army of Tabuk for a difficult expedition, the companions were poor. Uthman stepped forward, bringing 1,000 camels loaded with supplies and 1,000 gold dinars, laying them at the Prophet's feet. The Prophet, peace be upon him, smiled and said, "Nothing will harm Uthman after what he has done today." Those words became a seal of honor that echoed through eternity. After the passing of Umar ibn al-Khattab, the mantle of leadership fell upon Uthman. As the third caliph, he ruled with wisdom and compassion. His 12-year reign was marked by immense prosperity and expansion. Under his leadership, the Islamic State spread to North Africa, Persia, Armenia, and beyond. He established the first Islamic naval fleet, expanding its influence across the seas. Trade flourished, infrastructure was developed, and knowledge grew. It was a time of peace, faith, and prosperity, a golden age of the early Muslim world. But perhaps the greatest achievement of his era, a legacy that touches every Muslim today, was the preservation of the Holy Quran. As the empire grew, different dialects and recitations began to cause confusion among new Muslims. Understanding the grave danger this posed, Uthman gathered the leading companions, including Zayd ibn Thabit, the Prophet's primary scribe. He commissioned them to compile the Quran into a single, unified text based on the dialect of Quraysh in which it was revealed. He then sent copies to all corners of the Islamic world. Through his foresight, the word of Allah was protected forever. The Quran we hold in our hands today is a direct result of his blessed effort, a legacy of ink and faith that no time can erase. Yet, even the brightest stars face storms. In his later years, a wave of unrest and rebellion arose, fueled by false rumors and political intrigue. This period is known as the Fitna, the Great Trial. Enemies gathered at his door in Medina, demanding he step down, but Uthman, remembering the Prophet's words, refused to be the cause of bloodshed among the Muslims. He said, with calm faith, "I will not spill the blood of a single Muslim for the sake of my life." He chose patience and forbearance, placing his trust in Allah, and on a quiet Friday at the age of 82, as he was fasting and reciting the Quran in his home, the oppressors broke in, striking him down. His blood fell upon the very words of Allah he was reading, so Allah will suffice you against them. Thus ended the life of a man whose heart was purer than gold, whose hands gave without counting, and whose eyes wept from the fear of Allah. Uthman ibn Affan, the Caliph who united the Quran, the leader who chose peace over power, the believer who met his Lord with the words of Allah in his sight. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "Even the angels are shy before Uthman. His light still shines in every page of the Quran we read, in every well that gives water, and in every act of generosity done for the sake of Allah. He was truly the man whose modesty made angels blush." Thank you for joining us on this journey through a magnificent life. If you were inspired, please like this video and subscribe for more stories that illuminate our history.